and upright movements suggested that it belonged to a man. His face carried the expressions of hope and expectancy. The inhospitable night seemed to go unheard at the mere anxiety the man held, driving him into a state of deep thought.
I just came to meet my. At this time, nobody should be around at this time. Yeah, but I made a promise. I can't step out now. So, please excuse me. I'll come. Okay, for this? Yeah. Saying something about a friend? Promise? Yeah. It's a long story actually. Well, we have a whole night work. Well, can you see the hardware store around there? Yeah. Once there used to be a restaurant called Big Joe. Oh yeah. 20 years ago. Nice place that was. Until they demolished 5 years ago. That was where me and my friend Jimmy had a last dinner. And the next day, I just left this city to the west so that I can earn my fortune. But as we were separating, we thought of plans to meet again after 20 years, the same place, the same time. But it's almost 10. This guy, that's a nice watch. You must have struck gold. Yeah, I did. I'm rich. I'm something which I would never be if I was here. Alright then. I've got 3 minutes to 10. I better hurry. You still gonna wait for your friend here? Yeah, probably a half an hour. Alright then. Nice to meet you. Good night.
As the patrolman left, Bob is left with the solitude of the night. His mind is clouded with memories as he scans through the street right in front of him. The icy chills force him to dismiss his thoughts, but he relives them, shrugging himself in his jacket. The warmth from the sheer amount of his childhood memories aids him through the cold and bitter night. He is instantly elated as pictures flow in his mind, reminding him of his friend and of the jolly good times they spent together. The off-white walls, the fishing hooks, the patched football, the twining of the pearl green marbles, the occasional child play that often led to tiny little apprehensions, and in the end, the big city with big adventures. Until their fate had them lead separate ways.
Bob? You recognize me? Jimmy? Bob, Jimmy? Ah, I had not seen for the last 20 years, man.
Man, I can't recognize you. You have changed a lot.
Yeah, the life must have changed me a bit.
But you have grown taller. Inches tall. How?
It must be the genetics I picked. I kicked in late. Oh, you're still funny. Oh, so how's your life? Yeah, life's been good to me. You know, I had a great life. I got married
and now I have a good job at one of the government departments. But you look changed. You look huge, man.
Yes, I'm rich. Actually, I'm rich. You can never imagine. But still, you lost something. You should have come with me. Chha, you lost something.
But I still loved my old life. But still, I think you still have something to tell to me, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go and talk under that old banyan tree.
Yeah, I just remember that place. So, but still, you should have come with me. Your thoughts and sincere. This thing doesn't work in this life. But leave. What happened? Leave. Why? You're not my friend. Leave.
What do you mean by that?
You're changed. I'm your friend, Jimmy. Don't you remember? You may change, but your eyes. One's eyes cannot turn from black to brown. Just leave me.
Finally, you recognize it. I'm not your friend, Jimmy. I'm Agent Phillips. And now, you have been under us for the past 10 minutes. You will never escape us, you crafty fox. You are a wanted criminal all over the world. But before we leave, you do remember the old patrolman who passed you by. He gave me a note to pass on to you. Patrolman Jimmy.
I was at the appointed place at the time. When you lit the cigar, I noticed that you were the one wanted in Chicago. Somehow, I couldn't do it myself. So I sent a plainclothesman to do the job. Jimmy.
You must pay for what you have done.
But I have betrayed my own friend.
Still, you had a chance to turn back. But you didn't. Now, you must come with me. Come peacefully